Let's grow these artisan mixed tomatoes together. If they were alcohol, then we are talking top shelf. Big, bold flavor. A few different color combinations and 2 shapes, bumblebee and oblong. My apologies now, as I kept saying pear or teardrop, not oblong. Now let's jump into the video, starting with the seeds. Alright, we are going to talk about these tomato artisan mix, and I am out here planting them by seed. And you can see I have some stray seeds in here and some seeds that I've saved, and I am going to plant them all. Not so much for let's see what comes up and then I'll thin the rest. But with this particular variety, these really were not made, bred, cultivated for strength. They're really here for beauty, and you'll see what I mean as we move along. And it's the same as any tomato. Let's see if I can find it on here. 1/4 inch deep. That's it. We're just going to cover this until we can't see the paper, mush it down a little bit firmly. I have plenty of starts right here, and I've got a weed, so I'm just going to weed that out. The 18th of June, plant a lot of these because these little stems here are not really going to create a lot of these tomatoes for you. Like if you just did 1 or 2, it's not going to get it. You have to plant a lot of these stems to get something worthwhile, basically. June 22nd, we are looking at our artisan mix blend. She's starting to fill out pretty nice. I'm not seeing any blooms on her yet or any starts of that. We did have extreme heat yesterday, upper 90s. We're going to have that again today. It's 7 a.m. now, that's why I can tolerate it out here. And when I came out to water, this was really lilting. That's why I keep telling you it's delicate. This is a delicate tomato, hybrid. You have got to baby this one. Today is June 26th, and we are out here looking at that gorgeous artisan tomato, and we've had a lot of growth. I do need to come out and trim some of these bottom leaves with some scissors, get some of these tinier weeds up, rake it around with the 3-prong trowel, and just put a little bit air holes into this. Not by the root, way over here, just a few, so I can get some air to the root. And I think I just seen a flower. Am I crazy? Well, that's a completely separate question. Yeah, right here, look at that. Little teeny tiny ones. All right, we're doing good so far. Hey guys, today is July 1st. I'm out here looking at our artisan mixed tomato. And I do have a few little blooms that I just seen, but they're very tiny. Right here. All right, remember this is on here again. That's where I seen that yellow at. It is July 6th, and we are out here looking at this artisan mix tomato. And we've had 2 days of rain, and this probably needs to be trimmed up and pruned up a little bit, but plants love that natural rainfall, and it is completely responding. The whole area is responding to it. And you can see we've got some nice little blooms starting on our plants. I haven't so far seen any little tomatoes starting, but it won't be long because they're tiny and we've already got the blooms here. Today is July 13th and we are looking at this artesian mixed tomato. And we can see that we've already got these going, these little teardrop shapes. I think that's the only thing that has developed. Oh, wait a minute, here comes some more right there. And it's looking good. I have a lot of potential for fruit set here, a lot of little blossoms here. But you can see even at this height, look at how wispy and flimsy the stems and stalks of those are. And you can, oh, here's another one too. Check out my Etsy shop, T-Shirt Garden Company, featuring gardening, no mow, sewing, tiny house, Zen meditation designs. Link in box below. Hey guys, July 19th, out here pruning these artesian tomatoes. And you can see now we have got our round shape and also our pear shape going on here. Two different stems, but they're all in the same family here. It looks like I have more pear out here than anything at the moment. And you can see how I will prune down because I'm waiting to see where my fruit set is. I didn't really do a lot out here. You can still see they're very wispy still. They are starting to develop and thicken up down here. And you can see, like right back here, they are wanting to shoot out some more roots. Oh, here we go. Here's a nice little young fruit set. These are going to be so beautiful. You can see it's wanting to encroach since I don't have a cage around it. Hey guys, today is July 22nd. We had a bit of rain, and since she wasn't caged, she did flap over in every direction. So, like I said, she's not really that big or that strong. So I really just used a little bit of twine and suspended her up in between these two cages. And that might be all that's needed, or I might need a second one up here as time goes by. Otherwise, I'm not really going to worry about it, to tell you the truth. The other part of the reason why I decided to just cage that with string is I use so many of my tomato cages around the yard to grow up. Just like this fabulous bean archway. Some lovely beans down here. These lovebirds seem to enjoy being shaded in their own little arbor. This took quite a bit of cages to do that. You can see the ends right here. I'll have a separate video on this and another video on everything that I grew up and how I just used tomato cages. There we go. Look at that. You can see how we're going to get some different coloring in that. All right. August 11th, and we're looking at our artisanal mix, and we're starting to get some color development in both our little cherries and our pears here. And you can see that tie-dye look starting to happen. And I've got some more back here. And she's getting a little bit bigger now. She's starting to sprawl. I have been pruning these here and there as they need it. And it's really easy to tell because you can see you'll have a fruit set. This is a sucker or a leaf that needs to be clipped. Fruit set. Leaf that was clipped. This is another vine, ignore that. Fruit set. Leaf that needs to probably now be clipped today. There's some suckers that need to be clipped. Another leaf. And now we've got a fruit set. It's very easy to prune these because the fruit sets are separate and distinct. All right, you guys, it is the 12th of August. And look at these. We've got a little cushion these, so let's go ahead and pick a few of these. And now can you see that pretty tie-dye effect? Gorgeous. All right, I'm gonna pick another one back here. Maybe this higher one. You can see some of the tie-dye right in here too. The different variations of that green. Isn't that pretty? Got a nice little good cush on that. So I'm gonna pick a few more that are ripe and then we're gonna taste those. We're starting to get a lot of colored ones. We basically have all pears. We just have a few little bumblebee down here. And can you see how I have severely pruned this? And that is because we are having fungus out here, these black spot fungus, and that is because of that wave of hot and humid weather that we had for about a week. Okay, so looking at these tomatoes, you can tell very easily that you're going to have a fruit set, a leaf, a fruit set in between, a leaf, a fruit set, a leaf. It has a very distinct pattern. So I've got one right here. So you can see right here, this is a fruit set, and I'm following right where my scissors are. This is a sucker that is now going to develop into an offshoot. And since that's so big and it has a little fruit set right there, I'm gonna let that go. If I would have gotten out here earlier, I would have chopped that off. Right there's a fruit set. The next one, right here is just a leaf. That's gotta go. Next one, leaf. That's gotta go. I'm gonna get on this side. All right, this next one is a leaf. That's gotta go. Fruit set. Obviously the fruit set stays. Next one is a leaf. That's gotta go. Normally this is where I would stop. I wouldn't get that severe, but since we have this fungus out here, I'm gonna go ahead and take this one too. And now I'm gonna stop. So I have a fruit set at the top and two new beginning leaves here so it can keep on going and functioning for us. All right, so look, I told you these were gonna kind of be wispy. And you can see that they don't really stand that well on their own. They are a little bit more thickened up as far as the stems, but compare them right here. Those are way thicker for us. Hey guys, it's August 19th, and I am back here looking at these artisan mix tomatoes. Look at how gorgeous that is. 3 different colors in there. I seem to only have gotten a few of these bumblebees. We're gonna pick them because I would like a salad today. So let's pick this one for sure because it's so beautiful. This one looks like it's probably gonna be ripe. The color's gorge. Let's see if this one's ripe too. It's got a pretty good cush on it. Oh, this one's got a nice cush to it. Take that off. Oh yeah. Ooh, look at this one. This one's pretty gorgeous. It's got some nice green in it. Yeah, that one's a little bit more cushier. I'll go ahead and take this one. Yep, that one's done. It's got a little bit of cush. Comes off pretty easy. You know that they're nice and ripe then. Oh, yeah, that one's good too. Yep, take that one. All right, you guys, that's a pretty good amount because I still have some in the house. Let's see. Oh, that one's still good too. It looks deceiving because it's green. And green usually means not ripe. Okay, let's go make a salad. All right, you guys, we are in the house now, and look at how gorgeous these tomatoes are. Here you've got the bumblebee shape, beautifully striped with a little bit of a yellow, mainly red. These are called blush. When you see the background is yellow and you have those pink stripes, that lets you know that they are ripe. I like these little Christmas colored ones. That almost looks like there really is 3 colors in here. You can see in the background just little stripes of yellow. They're so gorgeous. They are almost too pretty to cut up and use, but they are one of the prettiest tomatoes that you can grow. I grow at least 1 plant of these per year. I don't need a lot of them. It's really just to wow somebody. A nice dinner, a nice salad. If you're planning like a baby shower or a wedding shower that you're catering, these are perfect to add to some fun, funky, fancy salads. Like I've got right here. So I just sort of took this little fluted bowl and I've got a layer of hard-boiled egg right there. Could also look like a little bit like mozzarella cheese. Whatever you want to do is perfectly fine. I've added that same egg in here with some bacon bits. I'm going to add a little bit of dressing on top so it won't be so messy. And I'm going to add a little bit more lettuce. I'm going to add some of these onions that I grew right here. Aren't they gorgeous? And since they're so little and they have a torpedo shape, they have these beautiful little teensy-tiny ringlets, which is also a nice little showstopper for us. And then you're going to add your tomatoes on top. I'm going to cut them up. I hate to do it, but we got to. All right, here we go. Look at how beautiful those are cut up. Of course, displaying the most vividly colored on top. And I've got these 2 setting out here. Can you see how that pink pigment sinks into the yellow flesh a little bit? Aren't those gorgeous? All right, stay tuned. We're going to do the review and catalog. Reserve some of the most beautiful tomatoes for up top to serve as a focal point, a showstopper, a conversation piece. You know they're just going to dip it in that ranch dressing anyway. It's like a veggie tray on top of your beautifully orchestrated salad. Okay, prettiest tomatoes ever. Now in 100% organic seeds. Artisan series. New California bred cherry tomatoes developed solely for big, pure tomato flavor. And that is very, very true. That salad yesterday was so good, so flavorful. Those tomatoes left me wanting more. And deliver for unusual shapes and unique colors. Top choice among chefs in San Francisco, who rave about their real tomato flavor and dramatic appearance. 100% organic seed. So the bumblebee mix is right here. Okay, which were these, basically the round ones. And then you have the artisan mix, which is what I bought. I got a packet of 25 to 30. And depending on how many you get, depends on the price over here. So at the time I bought them, they were $1.99. They've gone up. I make sure that I got 20 packets and I stocked up on essential things like herbs, stuff like that. 75 days, a balanced mix of the round stripes of bumblebee mix above, plus elongated, prolonged fruits and soft blushes of pink, yellow, and oranges, indeterminate. And you can see that right here. These are the elongated ones, and they do have quite a bit of blush and yellow. And you also get these lovely green ones like we talked about before. These are my favorite looking. They all taste the same though, guys. And you can see the stock photo of that. And those came from seeds and such. Okay, now let's look at Totally Tomatoes. They are also in here. This is exactly what we just looked at. They also have these broken down into Tiger Pink, Artesian Tiger Blush, and if you want just the Artesian Bumblebee and the Sunrise Purple or Pink, you can do that as well. That's also going to be over here in Baker's Creek. But they also offer something that I think I've only seen in this catalog, and that's the Tiger Mix. And if you look, you can kind of see that little point right there, how that comes down. These are very thin, very elongated. It would make me wonder how juicy those are in there compared to how big these are and how much juice is being packed into that. Plus sometimes, you know, when you get all of the wall down here, it's not that good. That tip is probably going to be all wall down there in that picture. But look at how gorgeous these are, you guys. Okay, so in here you can have 30 seeds for $4.25. Okay, they do tell you that they have vigorous vines producing continually over a long growing season. All are indeterminate. So in this catalog, you have a lot of choice, and you have that choice kind of broken up for you. All of these catalogs over here do not offer this. You can also find these in Johnny Seeds, and you can also find this in Pine Tree. All right here, the Bumblebee series, 10 seeds. That's half the price, or $2.75, or half the amount of seeds for almost the same price. And you're very limited here to 3 choices. All right, guys, now we're looking in Baker's Creek, my new favorite catalog. It's like a little coffee table book in some spots. So we have the Sunrise Bumblebee, $3.50. Okay, you can also get the purple, you can get the pink. Okay, here's the other thing I want to ask while we're in here. Has anyone, and please comment below, have you ever grown these blue cream berries? Sugary sweet, tropical fruit flavored berries. If anyone has grown this and think based on what you have seen me grow, if you think that I would like this, please let me know. Please comment below as to what your experience was on this particular tomato. All right, you guys, so in general, what do I think about these tomatoes? I grow them every year. They are a showstopper. They taste wonderful. I don't really think that you can go wrong with these. So I think you should give them a whirl. I am totally and completely recommending these to you. And I've got them here for you to compare with what the Indigo Cherry Drop tomato size looks like. And these are Sweet 100s. Just so you have a little bit of scale here. All right, you guys, I could not resist. I had to go ahead and make myself a salad out of the rest of those. It was so good yesterday. Like I said, I could not get enough, and I even like these green tomato flavors. They're not just pretty, they're actually, they taste really good, and I don't usually care for a green tomato, but love, love, love it. They are considered to be a hybrid. They're about 1.5 inch wide cherry types, and they are open pollinators. If you want to harvest the seeds, even though they are a hybrid, you can get away with that. But the first year that you order them is the year that you should be harvesting, and harvesting as many as you can. Because each time you do that to a hybrid, you are going to deplete how they just crossbred this. But you are also going to want to label each one of these, since it's giving you all of those different mixes, so that you can still plant a little bit of each time if that's what you want. So for this one, I would say this is a pink. Yeah, this is what they're going to consider the pink bumblebee. This was the oblong blush. So you're just going to want to label them accordingly and grab as many as you can that first year. Thank you so much for watching, and I invite you again to subscribe, as I have been gardening for over 40 years and have a lot to teach, show, grow, review, experiment with, and my favorite, a specific variety everything deep dive. So let's try new things together, mix it up, and have a glorious day.